Paul Hines, 259. The man with more than 20 years racing BriSCA F1. Paul, today was a decision that you race with your group, with Frankie Wayman Jr. on tarmac. Was it a surprise for you, or do you say, I take it as it comes? Because you took your big major title win, the Europeans and the British, I think both on tarmac some years ago. Does it matter for you where you race, on which racetrack, or on which surface, or do you just take it as it is? And what do you think about your position, your second row, and yeah, all around you, there's some very, very good drivers. Finn is there, Callum is there, and yeah, of course, Frankie. So it will be hard, it will be tough, but what do you think? How is your chance to qualify in a very good position for the World Final? Thank you very much.
Hi Pete, yeah, great question really. So yeah, obviously Frank has chosen Buxton. I'm in the same semi that Frank has chosen, so obviously that puts me at Buxton as well. Certainly wasn't surprised by that. I felt pretty sure he'd choose Buxton. There wasn't many reasons why I would choose Bradford really. Bradford's a bit more of a precarious track, a bit more unforgiving. If things go wrong, you can easily get a flat tyre around Bradford, and if the weather's not good on the day, Bradford's a much harder semi than if Buxton rains, for example. The only thing that may have swayed him the other way is that there's a lot of good shale drivers in the other semi-final, and obviously the World Final being on shale, you'd expect those good shale drivers to get through on the shale semi and be up near the front for Kings Lynn. If it had gone to tarmac, maybe that might have been slightly different. Maybe some of the tarmac drivers may have got a bit further forward and maybe diluted the shale grid a little bit. but that was the only reason really Frank would pick Bradford over Buxton. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've done one or two of these now, so fairly decent start position. It'd be nice to be on the inside, but it is what it is. I wasn't fussed really where I went. It doesn't matter really to me. You've got to win the big race on shale anyway, so qualifying on tarmac or shale doesn't really make a lot of difference. It's a good grid of cars. There's a lot of drivers who want to get through, and I think in the World Final, if you're on the grid, you've got a chance, haven't you? We've seen that in the past. That doesn't always matter where you start. Obviously, there's a huge favourite with a number one on his wing, and if he gets away, then it doesn't really matter where you start at Kings Lynn. It's going to be a tough race. But if for whatever reason Tom doesn't finish, then it really could be anybody's, and I don't think it really. Obviously, ideally at the front, but if you start further back, you might miss all that carnage in the first few laps and maybe come through to win it like people have done in the past. So looking forward to it. Both semi-finals look really good, not to be missed. It's hard to pick a top 10 in each one, certainly unpredictable. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I shall see you at Buxton, and I'll be racing at Bradford as well. Cheers.